This is Touch Gloves Boxing. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. I go by the name of Biyenge, featuring yours truly, Tre, when you're ready. Good evening.
Yo, good evening. What you saying, cuz?
I'm good. I take it you're happy with the results yesterday.
Yeah, man, I've got a classic Manchester United top here. Just little classic thing. Got the scarf as well, just to represent. You know what I mean? Got the win. Now
It
that's
could
out
have
the
went.
way. Now that's
Yeah,
out the way. We
yeah.
can obviously talk boxing.
All
Cuz
right, cool,
before we get
cool.
into the boxing though, how are you doing, man? Like, how's the fam? How's everyone in your end?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I can't complain. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, man. I'm good. But yeah, man. Let's talk boxing.
Let's talk boxing. Obviously, it was a before I sort of put in the topic, the fight for me was absolutely tremendous, and we got to obviously give a shout out to obviously the Zone, Matchroom, Eddie Hearn. They delivered once again a tremendous fight in Nottingham, and let me just put this out there as well. The last big fight in Nottingham was obviously Carl Froch versus Butte, and we saw a massive fight yesterday. Obviously, Wood, Conlan, cause for me, this could be a potential contender for Fight of the Year. It could be a potential contender for Knockout of the Year so far. I know it's early in the year. I know it's a bit controversial saying that, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it was tremendous. But what are your thoughts about this fight, cuz? What are your
Well,
thoughts?
it was tremendous, like you said. It was. If it weren't for the knockout or TKO, should I say, I think Conlan would have potentially won that fight if he didn't get knocked out. It was interesting. It was like round one, he knocked down Leigh Wood,
Mm,
and I feel it took Leigh Wood about 3 rounds to get into the fight.
yeah,
But Conlan, like he's a serious Irish warrior boy. He's serious. I
serious,
mean,
bro.
it's weird. I think it was round 10 or 9. I'm not too sure.
Mm,
He got knocked down, and some are arguing and saying it wasn't a knockdown. He slipped.
mm.
What's your thoughts on that?
It was a tough one, if I'm honest with you. It could have either went in terms of the decision, it could have went either way
Mm,
with that sort of knockdown. But regardless, for me, I'm just thinking about the whole fight in general and the
yeah.
fight. I'm not gonna lie. At times, it might be over saying it. It might be me over exaggerating, but it looked like Hagler Hearns first 3 rounds. That man was scrapping. That man
Yeah,
was
yeah.
scrapping. They were
Proper
scrapping.
scrappers.
That was
Yeah,
a
proper
proper
scrappers.
scrap.
Yeah.
Like from round one, it was the scraps, and you could tell through the build up as well. Like in the press conference,
Mm,
during the weigh-in as well, the
mm,
energies online. Like both guys were ready to go to war. Both warriors, sorry, were ready to go to war, and both warriors, in my opinion, delivered in terms of a show for us fans, man. So look, big up, big up. Look, before I get your thoughts, man, cuz man,
mm.
obviously big up Mark. He's obviously on the show again. Big up, thank you for tuning in. He's obviously saying he's missing the plant, cuz. He's missing we're all missing the plant, cuz. We're missing it, cuz.
The plant's on
Big up.
vacation.
He's on vacation at the moment,
Mm,
Mark,
mm,
man. Look, we've kept a reminder, and look, I'm gonna make sure the plant comes back because I miss the plant. I miss
mm.
the people's plant.
Yeah.
Mad.
I honestly, before the fight, I literally said, Conlan's got this because he just seemed more, he seemed hungry. And whereas, Leigh, he was more reserved and just calm and humble in it.
Mm,
So from the first knockdown, I thought, oh, this is it, bro. This fight might end early.
mm.
But mate, it just went on and on and the two head clashes as well. But they still went at it. Do you know what I mean? So
Still,
listen, they've both got my respect. Well, what's next? Because I remember Ben Davis was saying this could potentially be Leigh Wood's last fight I mean, look, he's only 33. Yeah, he was saying
Oh,
in the interview. But I don't know that he was just saying like, he's a world champion, nothing else to prove. He done well last night. Even though he was losing, but he came back with a knockout.
yeah.
I mean, if he continues to fight, there's two ways: either rematch Conlan. I can't see that happening because
Nah, man, you won't get back into that, man. You know, it's one. I'm not gonna lie, cause right, sorry to cut you off, man,
Mm,
but it was one of those fights that is one like it's a one-time thing, man. It's a one-time thing. Whoever won
mm.
that. There's no
Yeah,
running it back. It was that kind of fight, man. They left it all. They left it all in the
yeah,
ring,
all in the
and
ring. Yeah,
my and Conlan, man, just big up, man, big up. I'm just happy that he's got up like a warrior. He's still alright, and that he could, still spend that time with his family, man. Because obviously everyone
mm.
was praying for him, of course. We enjoyed the fight, and just to see both guys, take the picture together as well after the fight was really
Yeah,
respectful.
respectful.
And
Yeah.
Cos, man, what do you think, man? You was about to say something, and I just completely
Yeah,
cut you
so
off, man. Say about that.
I'm assuming if Leigh Wood wants to continue fighting, he could potentially fight the winner of what's his name, Warrington and
Martinez.
Martinez. Yeah, that should
Ooh,
that will be
that's a
interesting.
juice. That's a juice. Where would you hold? Where would you venue wise? Where would you have it?
I don't know because obviously
Depends who wins, isn't it?
Leeds Nottingham and
Yeah.
Warrington's in Leeds.
Ooh, that's
Whew,
a
yeah.
war. That's Leeds versus Nottingham there, man.
Nottingham,
That's a big.
yeah. It's a
That's
big
that's a
fight.
that's a football stadium fight right
Big
there,
fight.
man. So
Mm,
it would have to be neutral. It would have to be in a
mm.
neutral ground, man. What O2?
I don't
Or
know. It could potentially be an O2, but the thing is, the winner of that fight would then have to fight. I've got the Mexican kid's name, the one who beat Josh Warrington.
Ooh, what's his name? What's his name?
I've forgotten his name.
Okay, so you're saying the potential winner will fight.
If Leigh Wood was to fight Josh Warrington, the winner of that should defend their titles and fight. I've forgotten his name now, the Mexican guy who beat Josh Warrington.
Okay, that's a
Yeah,
mad one. That's a mad one, though. Man. I'm just,
yeah.
you know what? I'm just pretty shocked by obviously what you're saying in terms of Leigh Wood, man. I think, but look, it makes sense. And look, big up Ben Davison as well, man. He is
Good coach.
he's a tremendous coach, man. I call
Mm,
him the genius. He's a very, very
mm.
smart guy. If you think about Fury's comeback, Ben Davison. Do you
Yeah,
know
of
what I
course,
mean?
of course,
Yeah, you
of
think
course.
about Ben Davison,
You gotta give him
and
props, yeah, man.
you gotta give him props.
Mm.
And you know what's so funny? I was listening to Eddie Hearn's sort of press conference afterwards, and I looked at a few sort of things that he was saying online, and he said that there was at some point in the fight that he said like, look, they need a knockout, and he
Yeah, yeah,
said as well that he was in a sort of similar situation with Carl Froch at the
yeah.
time as well when Carl Froch delivered the knockout. And look, this time round, Wood delivered the knockout as well. And cause like the knockout as well, like it was just. What did you think about it, man? That was a You know what? Like big up that
Yeah,
Conlan's all right now, man. But that
yeah,
was a devastating way to
yeah,
just finish a fight. That's
yeah.
done.
I think he clipped him on the tempo in it, and that's what just and not even that he was fatigued as well. So
Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
straight away.
like I said, if it weren't for that knockdown,
Mm,
would the results been the same? Would it have been a draw, or would
mm.
Conlan won the fight? Well, who knows? Nobody knows.
Who
But
knows, man? Who knows?
it's interesting, like just to see, what route Lee was going to take. Is he
Mm.
gonna, rematch, or is he gonna, fight the winner of Josh Warrington and Martinez for the other belt? So
Yeah,
we shall see. We shall see.
definitely.
The featherweight division is. I don't know much about it, but it's beginning to look interesting. It's spicing up.
It's looking mad. I can't even
Mm,
lie to you. It's looking absolutely mad. And look, that fight, Warrington Martinez, that's going to be a scrappers. I
mm,
can't actually
mm,
wait for
mm,
that as well.
mm,
And look, once again, I know I've said it a few times.
mm.
Big up both warriors as well. I'm just happy that both warriors can go home to their families respectively, and that look, if Wood does decide to retire, can retire on the high, because that victory was a tremendous victory, and it was a tremendous show.
Mm.
So once again, big up the zone, big up Eddie Hearn, big up Matchroom for delivering a tremendous show for us as well. Because I think I mentioned it last week that we're subscribed for what, under £10, and we're getting all these sort of big
Yeah,
fights every month.
yeah.
Like, it's a no-brainer for me, man.
No brainer until you're paying pay per view. If you're watching AJ fight or Canelo or something like that, it's them
Uh,
superstars.
yeah, I know. That's where we got a bit of problem, man. But hey, no, it's look, at the end of the day, it's boxing. It's like
Yeah,
football as well. You
mm,
you pay for the tickets to be there live, and
yeah,
some are available, some are not. It's just one of those ones, man. You got to pay for the experience, and I'm definitely looking to pay for the experience, especially seeing AJ and Usyk. And look, we're going to the subject now. Obviously, we
mm,
mentioned AJ,
yeah,
and something interesting obviously happened a few days ago. Of course, this was sort of brewing for a long time. And look, it's so funny. Remember Chris? Remember Chris was saying he's wanted
yes.
Rob McCracken gone for a long time. Look, you got your wish here, mate. Got your wish. Well, Angel Fernandez is the
Yeah.
new head coach of
Mm.
Anthony Joshua. Bro, what you saying, man?
Do you know what? It's mad because a lot of people, are not really happy with AJ's decision. But if I'm honest with you, this is just me being honest.
Yeah,
Remember, Rob Fernandez has been in his camp for like three fights for free. He's been in three camps, so I think
yeah,
it was Ruiz two,
yeah,
Pulev, and Usyk.
yeah,
So he pretty much knows AJ. Do you know what I mean? Because
yeah,
the worst thing, right, is imagine getting a new coach. I don't know, somebody, let's say someone in America or whatnot.
mm,
They say to get a new coach, right, it takes you about what 3 to 5 fights to gel with the coach.
mm,
Whereas I feel that with Angel, I feel that they might possibly make a good team. I mean, at the end of the day, look, the decision's AJ's, isn't it? But I don't know because a lot of people are saying, "Oh, what was the point? Like he went to America, he went there. What's his name? Angel Fernandez was there, so you know, I don't know. I just think like, look, let's just see in it. Let's just see because Fernandez and AJ they know each other. They've got a great relationship and we work with each other for like I say, for 3 fights now. So you know, I think he'll do wonders. He'll do wonders because, like I said, if you got another coach here, a bit. Let's just say, for example, if you had Canelo's coach,
yeah.
yeah,
Eddie
and
Reynoso.
yeah, in
Yeah,
AJ's corner, and then
yeah,
AJ lost the fight, then
yeah,
what? Let's just say he had it, and AJ lost the fight, then
yeah.
what? Yeah,
You just continue, man. For me, it's about consistency, man. It's
yeah,
about
of course,
trust. It's
yeah,
about also, you have to be aligned with your coach as well. Like, the
definitely,
way I sort of think about it is you think of some of the long-term coaches or people. You even mentioned one of them, the Eddie Reynoso and Canelo. Them
mm,
two, they know each other like the back of their hands.
mm,
It's been years. He's known him from young. Derek James and also Errol Spence as well.
mm.
Same thing from the beginning. Do you know what I mean? I think all of these does play a big factor. But look, we've seen the likes of another similar person. And look, before I mention this name as well, let me just put it out there that he is the last undisputed champion from Britain as well. Lennox Lewis, you've seen
Funny enough, yes.
yeah.
Sorry to stop here. This time, years ago, I think 1999, he fought Holyfield, and it was a
Ooh,
draw. It was a draw.
ooh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
man,
It was this date, yeah, in
this day.
1999. Yeah, so
What a coincidence.
I was 9 years old, bro.
That's mad. That's mad. I was 8 years old, man. These
Yeah,
times I was watching WWE them times, isn't it, man?
WWF, in fact, yes.
Oh, WWF even, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Great
So
years, man. Yeah.
So it's interesting. Like I say, look, what I find interesting is I want to know who his next opponent will be. Because if he's not fighting Usyk, it could be Joe Joyce,
Mm,
it could be Joseph Parker,
mm,
it could be Wilder.
yep.
Personally, I don't think it'll be Wilder. That's me being honest. I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
see
yeah.
Wilder in the goes. I mean, I think Wilder would want to do it, but
Mm,
with all the
Problems
promotion,
with
it's not just gonna happen.
they just don't get on in it, man. Unfortunately,
But
and it's just political.
I fancy Joe Joyce and AJ though.
Oh, you
Yeah,
reckon that will happen?
yeah.
Have
If
they fought
anything,
before?
I think in amateurs
Amateurs or
or
something? Yeah,
yeah.
a bit of history. Yeah. So
Do you know what venue?
where?
It should have it in Arsenal Stadium.
Ooh, it doesn't think you support Arsenal?
Yeah, Joe Joyce.
So Joyce, and that's
Yeah,
Frank. Oh, Frank Warren would
yeah,
love that,
yeah.
man. He would
But
be.
then again, I don't
He
know if I
would.
can see that happening. Like Eddie and Frank doing business together. I don't know. I don't know.
No, but
But
look,
there's a
Frank.
possibility.
Look, you even said it best, cause Frank has
Mm,
got a soft spot for AJ, man,
mm,
and I think if there's anything that needs to happen, I'm
mm,
sure that they can agree on fighting in the Emirates. Do you know what I mean? That would be massive. That would be
mm,
massive for
mm,
North London. Obviously, imagine AJ lost in at Spurs Stadium, but then AJ wins potentially in Arsenal Stadium.
mm.
Look, you have to create coincidences, and
Yeah,
for me, that's a match made in heaven, cuz man. In my
yeah.
opinion, I don't know about
Well,
you.
like I said, alternatively, what he could do is go back to the States
That's what
and
I want.
fight Miller.
Run it back.
Unfinished business.
Run
Run it
it
back.
back. Yeah, cuz man, if we were to sort of promote this fight, me and you, do you know
Mm,
what I mean? Like yours
mm,
truly Trey and
mm,
Biyenge
mm.
promotions, it's called unfinished business in the
Of course,
States. Cuz
100%. Yeah, Madison
I'm
Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
about to
yeah,
say that
yeah.
it's a WrestleMania vibe, you know. This fight, man.
Definitely, definitely,
We'll bring that energy, man, to
definitely.
that sort of event, and I think it's unfinished business for them too as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
But
of
has he
course, of
got
course.
his
But
license back? That's why I'm just a bit confused. Is he ready to fight
do you know
again?
what? I'm not too sure. He's been training, so I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know. I'm assuming so because he was in a band for was it what just under 2 years?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not too sure. I'm not too
Mm.
sure. But AJ, former heavyweight champion, I feel that he's now hungry to get his belts back
Mm.
as a challenger. I feel he's got that burn, that desire, like he wants to
That
become
edge.
3 times. Yeah. I feel that he's
Mm.
got it. Yeah, you know,
Cause I'm not gonna lie,
because
yeah. I'm
mm,
gonna put it out there before you make this point, man.
mm, mm,
If I was AJ,
mm,
honestly, if I was AJ,
mm,
obviously I'm not. This is not even disrespecting Angel Fernandez. I know he's gonna do a tremendous job
mm.
with Joshua, but for me, it runs back deep, man. With Lennox Lewis, I think Lennox Lewis would have been a good trainer for him, man. A good advisor, at least, or consultant, maybe. In terms
Yeah,
of
yeah. I think mentor.
yeah,
Yeah, I
mentally,
think it'll be a
just the mental
yeah,
aspect. Doesn't
yeah,
need to deal with
because
the technical stuff in the ring.
yeah,
Just focus, as in like he's been there, he's lost his belt, he's come back,
mm,
and then he's come back and he's become undisputed champion. And he's the last
mm,
person who's been undisputed champion. Like, how can
yeah.
you not get mentorship from this gem?
But
Like,
do you know what? Like, there's so much that happens behind closed doors, that we don't know.
I
We can
know,
only just
yeah,
assume. But who
I know.
knows? Maybe like later on this year they can, obviously Leonard's ain't got no
Catch
beef
things
with
up.
AJ, but
Yeah,
maybe they could just squash it and start talking, and hopefully, you never know. You never know. But it's
might
just
walk
one of
into
them
the
ones
ring
where,
one day.
yeah. You never know. You
Mm,
never know. Yeah. So like I said, we shall see. With boxing already, we all know. Yeah, it's there's so much politics. There's so much
mm,
drama.
mm,
There's just a lot of things that goes on in boxing where sometimes it just gives me a headache.
mm.
So well, yeah, we shall see. I mean, with you also Usyk, he's the current heavyweight champion of the world.
Yeah.
I believe he should be making a decision soon because obviously Eddie wants to know, what's going on.
Mm.
I mean, do you think AJ should fight or should he wait and run it back again in, I don't know, September?
You're saying from okay, so we're in March now. We're on the 13th of March
Yeah.
until September. Have a
Not
fight.
not not potentially September, but what I'm saying is like Usyk obviously is not ready to fight yet, so
Yeah.
he could possibly be ready. What July, August? Would you say
Okay.
AJ should wait or should
Just
AJ
extend.
have?
Yeah, extend his training
Mm,
camp. Yeah,
mm,
yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think
yeah,
you should just extend his training camp so he can
yeah,
just home in with the skills with
Mm,
Angel Fernandez. Because
yeah,
look, boxing is
it's a risk already.
it's a risky sport, man,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
even tune-up fights is not even tune-up fights, man. If you get caught, cause like if you get caught, that's it, cause like, and
Yeah.
you're fighting. Imagine, yeah,
Mm,
you're Anthony Joshua. You
mm.
know what he brings business-wise, and you
Yeah.
know that if you beat Anthony Joshua, then your life's changing
Of
completely.
course, yeah, most
So
definitely. Look
he's
at
a
Andy
target.
Ruiz.
He's a target,
But
exactly.
Joshua, well, Eddie was saying that they're looking for a southpaw. So they're looking at what's his name, Otto Wallen
Conlan,
or
okay.
or Luis Ortiz.
Ooh, what to fight
Mm,
next?
mm, mm, mm.
Ooh, that's
Yeah,
risky,
it,
man.
it could potentially happen at the O2 Arena.
Ooh, that is risky. That's risky business. Look, I'm not saying AJ can't do it,
Yeah.
but I think doesn't it not sort of no, it's I get you know what, I get it. In terms of tune up fights, I think the
Mm,
best experience one can get is actually being in the ring and getting them live rounds because there's only so much you can do sort of training and sparring because it's not the actual war itself. So I do get it from that aspect, but at the same time, I think because you've got a new coach, wouldn't
mm.
you sort of weigh it out and do some extra, training just to ensure that he's really
Yeah.
ready for this Usyk fight,
But
man? Because
remember,
yeah, go on.
he doesn't want to wait, because end of the day, like, look, during the pandemic, like, he only boxed, I think, once. See what I'm saying? And like,
Yeah,
it does have a knock on effects on your performance. You want to be active, like with
mm,
boxers. Ideally, they fight like what 2-3 times a year. Well, champions anyway. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah,
he wants to be active, and by not being active, it kind of slows you down. So
100%.
I don't know. I mean, either way, taking a fight before Usyk is a risk because if so, okay. We know if he was to lose, then
Mm.
that's it. It's done. Well, he won't get a title shot unless he goes to another route, the WBC route.
Mm.
So what would happen if he drew with his opponent?
Ooh, oh, if he drew, then they're gonna have to run it back for the guy.
What?
They're gonna
Serious?
have to,
Oh,
cause for the
that's
guy.
long. That's long. Then that's just delaying
Yes,
everything.
that's what I'm saying. So that's why AJ
Wow, that's
shouldn't
long,
really
man.
be getting into tune-up fights, man. Because right now, obviously, I get in terms of being active and
Yeah.
in terms of like sharpness, like that's the best way for me personally. Obviously, the best way of like getting sharp is obviously having real fights in the ring. Cool,
Yeah.
but he's got a new coach now. I think, but it's like I get why he's also looking for a tune-up fight because we don't know what's going to happen with Usyk as well. So
But
it's
that's what I'm saying. So my understanding, they should be hearing back from U6 team, I think, next week. So
okay, okay,
from
yeah,
there,
yeah, makes
a
sense.
decision will be made. So what I'm saying is, if U6 said, "Look, I'll be ready by August, yeah, July,
Mm,
August,"
mm.
just hold
They can
fire.
work to that
Don't
whole
just
fire.
yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because there's just no point. Because the risk is you fighting and then getting injured, and then, do you know what I mean? But look, end of the day, the decision is his. Do you know what I mean? Well, that's just my opinion, But
Trust me, look, cuz I got to run through this comment just very
yeah,
quickly before you say anything, man. Look,
yeah,
big up
sure.
Mark again, man. Once again, cuz I want to genuinely know your thoughts about this, man. This is
Mm,
interesting one, and I've seen this a few times as well.
mm.
Tyson Fury should train AJ for his next fight.
Well, we all know that ain't gonna happen. We
Never,
all know that ain't gonna happen.
never,
That ain't
never,
gonna happen.
never, never,
That ain't gonna happen. But I would
never.
like to see them two fight each other.
Yeah, they need to scrap it out
Yeah,
with each
yeah.
other, man. At the end of the day, I think it'll
Mm,
be big up Mark for that comment as well, cuz man.
mm,
Look, we're obviously coming up to sort of the ending of our show, but we just want to obviously run through one last topic before we obviously end the show, of course, cuz
mm,
it's gonna be very brief anyway, but you obviously put it to my attention, man, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited about this guy.
mm,
I love the guy. He's on it,
mm.
and he's called the Tank. Obviously, big up Mayweather Promotions as well. Mayweather, Ellaby as well. They're obviously doing a tremendous job with the Tank. And cuz, what you saying, man? What
Oh,
you
easy,
saying?
easy, 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 easy victory. Easy victory.
Easy.
Yeah,
Well, I
yeah,
guess
yeah.
really
Potentially, yeah, yeah. I think 6 round knockout.
6th round.
Yeah. I can see 6th round knockout. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
If I'm honest with you, I don't really know much about his opponent. If I'm honest, but what I've seen so far, like, I can't take it serious. I
That's
can't.
why you
I
just
can't
can't
take it
take him
serious.
seriously.
Yeah,
That's the
you know,
thing.
I can't. Do you know what I mean? Like,
He just seems like it's so funny. He just seems like one
mm,
of those class clowns in school, man. Like, everyone had
mm,
one. He's
mm.
full of bands and laughter. I like his energy, man. I'm
Yeah, I
not
like
gonna
his
lie.
energy, but I
He brings
just, yeah,
entertainment to the press conferences. I'm not
that's
gonna
what I'm
lie.
saying.
Mm.
Yeah. So, after this opponent, I would honestly like Tank to fight. If anything, run it through with Ryan Garcia.
Ooh,
We
Ryan
want to see,
Garcia.
yeah, we want to see, because he's returning back to the ring as well. So
Ooh,
we want to
Ryan
see a
King
serious fights,
Garcia.
man. Yeah,
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 I want to see these fights
yeah.
as well.
No more sugarcoating, man. Like, end of the day, like, look, we said it. Look, if you're an athlete, you're a boxer, you're serious, you know, and you're competitive, just run the fight, man. Forget all of this politics. Just run the fight.
Run
You
it.
know,
Yeah, believe in yourself.
believe in yourself. Because
Draw
look,
in
if we
inspiration.
if we wind it back, yeah, when Garcia beat Luke Campbell, he was
Mm.
supposed to challenge David Haney, but he didn't want
Yeah,
to. He wanted
didn't
to
want it.
fight Tank.
Yeah.
Bro, just run it, man. Run it. You know,
Run it
run it.
through. That's what I'm
Run
talking
it.
about, man. That's
Next
why,
fight, just
like,
run.
we need to see these fights, man, because at the end of the day, as fans, obviously, look, we understand that there's business that has to be done away from the ring and off the cameras. Look, we
Mm,
completely understand that, but it's about compromise at the end of the day, man, and we understand that they're prize fighters. We respect that fully. But look, we want to see legacy fights, man. We want to be able to say, look, we sat down or we was at this stadium during this fight. You
mm.
know, do you know what I mean? Like yesterday's fight, cuz like we spoke about it earlier, and it was a great fight to watch. It was a
It was.
dramatic fight. 12
It was.
rounds
Yeah,
knockout.
it
He
was. It
needed
was.
that knockout. He needed that.
He needed it. Yeah, he needed that knockout. You know, that's what I'm saying. If it wasn't for the knockout, he could have potentially lost his belt. Or it
But
could have been a
it
draw. I don't
takes
know. But
balls. This is what I'm talking about. It takes
yeah, of
balls
course.
to
Of
be able
course.
to get into these fights and create legacies, man.
Yeah.
So look, big up,
Listen,
man. Big up.
you can't play boxing, man. Boxing is a
You can't.
serious combat sport. Do you know what I
War.
mean?
Mm.
If you lose focus, that's it. Night night.
For a split second, that's it. Night, night, man.
Night night. But like I said, I'm till today I'm still confused about George Cambosa's, like, what is him and Haney? Are they running this fight back, or I mean, are they gonna actually fight each other, or what's going on? Because
It's a
it's
bit
just
of a
all getting long now.
complication. It's getting
Yeah, it's
long.
just
You know what it is?
boring.
It's dragged on, yeah, because it's like obviously I understand what George Cambosos Jr. is saying. He's saying, look, I want to defend my titles in Australia. But
Right.
then it seems like maybe it's not Haney wants to do it, but it seems like maybe his advisors are saying, nah, don't you go there. He has to obviously come here, maybe sort of thing. But then at the same time,
Mm,
there's Lomachenko out there as well for George Kambosos Jr. and
yeah,
Top Rank will pay big bucks for
yeah,
Lomachenko
yeah,
to
yeah.
fight George Kambosos Jr. But the thing is, obviously,
Right.
Lomachenko is dealing with that stuff in Ukraine as well, man. So it's just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
them two have to run it now, man. George
yeah.
Kambosos Jr., Devin Haney, the Zone, Matchroom, run that, man. Run that in the States, even, man. Run that in the States, man. He's
Ooh,
obviously
also,
conquered in the States. He can do it again,
yeah. What's his name?
potentially.
I've forgotten his name. He's moved up to cruiserweight.
True.
He fought at the yard in Russia.
Kovalev.
Yeah.
Well, Kovalev has
He's
moved up to cruiserweight.
cruiserweight. Yeah, I'm sure. I heard. Yeah, I saw it. He's moved to cruiserweight.
Bro, swear down. It's not
That
playing
should be
games.
interesting.
That should
That
be
should be interesting.
interesting, man. Do you think
Yeah.
maybe he was the type to struggle in making weight, maybe? So,
I don't
we don't
know,
know.
but it should be interesting. It
You reckon
should
him
be.
and Canelo will run it at
I don't know.
cruiserweight?
Canelo's just chasing belts, man. I don't think he will.
Trust me.
I don't think they'll run it. Nah. I don't think so.
Yeah,
Canelo's got his number already. Nah. They ain't gonna run it. Nah.
yeah, he's done him. It's one of those one
Yeah.
fight deals, isn't it, man?
But if Canelo's chasing the belts, yeah, I've said this before, yeah, Canelo might as well fight a Coley.
That's what I'm saying. Bring it to the source.
Yeah.
Like if you're on it, like if Mr. Mexican, which we know, like look, Canelo's the can man. We know he's on it, but look, the source is there. If you're gonna come to cruiserweight, fight the source. Fight the source at the O2, or fight the
That's be
source
like.
at London Stadium,
That's
or fight the
be like.
source at Wembley, or fight the source at the O2. Like run it.
Yeah.
Let's have it.
Let's have it,
But
man. Yeah.
obviously we're coming up to the end of the show anyway, cuz
Mm.
look, it's been a tremendous show. Look, big up Mark, big up everyone who's obviously viewing the show. And look, once again, I just want to obviously say, for those who are, liking the shows, for those that are viewing the shows, for those who are following us on the socials, on Insta, on Twitter, on TikTok as well, big up. Thank you so much for the support. And look, just stay tuned. We've got much more shows to do. It's going to get bigger and better each time. And cuz like obviously you're Mr. Sports Entertainment in my eyes. And how you gonna end this show?
Big up, everyone. Have a blessed week next week. And remember to like, share, and subscribe. I go by the name of Biyenge. Through to yours truly, Trey. And good night.
Good night. And look, has to be there. Always love it.